What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's Kangaroo Black once again, coming back with another video. And I know you all know what I'm about to talk about. It's this national championship game 1 week away between my Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. And I get right into it right after this. All right, everybody, I'm back. So let me talk about this championship game that's coming up next Monday on the 10th against my Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. I see the Georgia Bulldogs already talking trash for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because how they beat Michigan, I guess. Yeah, they had a good game against Michigan. Defense was playing off the chain, flying around. Nakobe Dean was all over the dang on field. I mean, they was on it. Friday night, even Stetson Bennett was playing out of his mind. Running, throwing, doing everything. But you know what? Wasn't no pressure on him. Long as the defense show up in the game and do what they do, Stetson Bennett, it's smooth sailing for him. But we all know when that defense, when you get a team to make that defense look mediocre, the offense is a complete debacle. And you know it, Georgia Bulldog fans. I can name several reasons why y'all shouldn't be as confident as y'all are coming in this game. That's only some of you Bulldog fans, because I know half of you ain't confident at all. But we'll get to that later. But one thing that y'all need to understand, you ain't playing Michigan come next week. You playing the Alabama Crimson Tide. And I don't think y'all want no parts of that. How they say it, you see this? You don't want to smoke Georgia Bulldogs. You done had it too many times, and you don't want it no more. I know y'all know the outcome of the game. Y'all talking all this trash to hype yourself up, but it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. The Georgia Bulldog staff know what's coming. The Georgia Bulldog players know what's coming. The Georgia Bulldogs alumni know what's coming. Everybody in the state of Georgia that's a Georgia Bulldog fan know what's coming. Ain't nothing in y'all favor. It's one thing in y'all favor. It ain't in the state of Georgia. That's the only thing in y'all favor, Georgia Bulldogs. And that ain't gonna save you either. If you think you're gonna beat them, the Alabama Crimson Tide, Georgia Bulldog, come Monday, January 10th, you better think again. And you better think real hard. I know Kirby Smart, the whole Georgia Bulldog staff, every player on the Georgia Bulldog, they can't sleep. I know they ain't getting no good sleep this week at all. I know it, because they trying to figure out a way. They trying to figure out a way. How we going to do this? How we going to beat Nick Saban? How we going to beat Alabama? But I guarantee you, Nick Saban, the whole staff, all the players, and all the Alabama fans sleeping like a newborn baby. Ain't worried about nothing. Because you know why? It's just Georgia. That's why. You know it's true. You know it's true. But anyway, I'm going to give you some reasons of why Alabama going to beat the brakes off you. And I'm going to give you some reasons why y'all going to get the brakes beat off your Georgia Bulldogs, okay? The reason why Alabama going to beat the brakes off of y'all, number one, because it's Alabama. Number 2, because they got Nick Saban. Number 3, because they got Bryce Young. And number 4, because they beat your ass every time they see you. And number 5, last one, once again, because it's Alabama. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, let me give you all the reasons why y'all gonna lose, or why Alabama gonna beat the brakes off you once again. Number 1, because you're Georgia Bulldogs. Number 2, you got Kirby Smart, who don't make the right decisions. Number 3, you got Stetson Bennett. Yes, Stetson Bennett. Number 4, you ain't got history on your side, because we beat the brakes off you every time we see you. And number 5, once again, because you the Georgia Bulldogs and you ain't nobody to Alabama. Okay, now, the SEC Championship game beat the brakes off. Totally dominated. I know y'all, some of y'all Georgia fans say, they didn't dominate us, they didn't dominate us. Okay, we didn't dominate y'all for the first quarter. The rest of 3 quarters, it was out the window. But anyway, y'all say, oh, it was the worst game we played this year. Oh, the defense just didn't show up. The defense had a bad night. This and that. Okay. The defense don't just happen to give up 41 points. You don't fluke up on 41 points. You don't off-night 41 points. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like y'all had 5, 6, 7, 8 mistakes in the game and committed a whole bunch of penalties. It ain't like that. You just simply got your ass whooped. That's all it is. Face the fact. And another thing, reason why y'all gonna win. Y'all gonna lose, Georgia. The reason why y'all gonna lose, Georgia, is because you can't keep a lead. Every time you play Alabama and you get a lead, you lose it. You had a lead in 2017. You had a lead in 2018. You had a lead in 2020. And you had a lead on December the 4th. And what happened? You lost them all. We spotted you 10 points in the SEC Championship game. You lost it. We spotted you 13 points in 2018. What happened? We all know. I don't need to remind you. But y'all want to talk about, every time a team play each other twice, the team that lost the first one always win the second one. I don't know what are y'all talking about with that. What time frame you talking about? I don't know. Because like I told you, it happened in 2010 with Auburn and South Carolina. Auburn beat South Carolina in the regular season. It was third or fourth game of the season. Auburn won by 3 or 4 points. They met in the SEC Championship. Auburn beat the brakes off them. And then it just happened this year. Utah beat Oregon in the regular season. Then Utah beat them again in the Pac-12 championship. So I don't know what y'all talking about, but y'all want to bring on that history, to boost your confidence. I guess that's why y'all bring that up, but it ain't true. But if you anything to boost your confidence, then go ahead. But y'all want to bring up history. Don't bring up the history of other teams. Just bring up the history between Alabama and Georgia. Okay? You want to talk about that? Let's talk about the last 7 times we met. Now that's history. That's history. I'm just saying, that's history. And it ain't in y'all favor. So I need to know, Georgia fans, please let me know. How can y'all be confident going into this game? I understand supporting your team, being there for your team, backing up your team. But y'all need to do it with some humility, because it ain't there for y'all. It ain't there. y'all ain't gonna do it, man. I'm just letting you know, you ain't gonna do it, man. Not this year, not next year. But it is. I do have something to say. If y'all gonna do it, it better be this year. It better be this year. Because we're young. We got some injuries. We lost a lot of players to the draft last season. Okay? But you know what? That ain't no excuse. That ain't no excuse. Because a lot of people thought we weren't going to be here. Yeah, we had some tough games. We struggled in some games. Yes, we did. But look where we at. Just look where we at. Hey, now we win this national championship with this team, which we gonna do. We win the national championship with this team after all we lost to the draft last season, with a depleted running, with depleted injuries in the running back core. We ain't got 2 running backs, and that's Brian Robinson and Trey Sanders. Kamal Wheaton been out for the season. Jace McMillan, he out. Been out since like the 4th, 5th game. Roydell Williams been out since like game 6. We down to 2 running backs. Okay? So this is, and we got a young defense. So this is the season for y'all to do it. Because if you don't do it, you ain't going to do it. Okay? And you know, you done seen it. Our defense has gotten a whole lot better since them struggle games that we had. You saw that in the SEC championship game, Georgia Bulldogs. So don't be too confident. Don't talk too much junk. Because we all know what the Bulldogs always seem to do when it comes to the Alabama Crimson Tide. So y'all humble yourselves. Y'all humble yourselves, all right? But we already know your game plan, Georgia Bulldogs. We know y'all gonna switch it up. Well, you can't switch your offense up, but we know what y'all gonna do on defense. We already know. Y'all ain't coming back with the same game plan. I'm sure y'all gonna blitz more. You probably take a page out the book from Texas A&M. Maybe take a page out the book from Auburn. You know, take a page out the book of what Florida did on the end of the second half. But guess what? We done seen it already. So Nick know what to do. Done seen it already. But I guarantee you, old Nick Saban gonna make several adjustments from the SEC championship game. So if you want to blitz more than what you did, bring it on. Bring it on. We know y'all gonna try to rattle Brian Robinson. We know this. It ain't rocket science, baby. It ain't rocket science. So, but y'all nemesis, man. You got a walk-on quarterback. You got a walk-on quarterback who's known to throw the ball anywhere when he get under pressure. He's known to do that. Y'all know this. But old Kirby sticking with him. And you know what? Stetson Bennett brought y'all this for. And most of the season, y'all wanted to throw him under the bus. Y'all wanted to sit him on the bench. And now you got to ride with him in the championship game. Now, I don't want to hear no excuse about Stetson Bennett. Because all season, even last year, y'all yelling about y'all can't win a championship game with Stetson Bennett. where you in the championship game. Here's his chance. Here is his chance to show y'all. But it ain't gonna happen. But anyway, I know when you lose, you're gonna blame Stetson Bennett. You're gonna blame some of Kirby's decision making, but it ain't no excuse for it. All the excuses is out the window now. He brought you this far. So, hey, because Friday, the man played lights out. I bet y'all don't have a problem in the world of the way he played Friday night. And I'm gonna tell you, Friday night, he played lights out. That was his best game he played in his whole football career, going back to when he was 5, 10, 15 years old, whole high school. This is the best game he ever played in his life. And guess what? He ain't gonna be able to repeat it. He will never play like that again. I promise you that. So, there it is. So, long as that Alabama offensive line hold up, you're done. You are done. That's all I'm saying. You done. Because you get Bryce Young time, he going to pick your ass apart. I understand we don't have John Metchie. And John Metchie will tear y'all ass up in the SEC championship game. I understand we don't have John Metchie. But we got Holden and we got Ja'Cory Brooks. So that we good. We good. So y'all take it for what it's worth, but you're getting your ass whooped. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. And I'm finna go on to make a score prediction right now. Alabama. What we score? 41 in the SEC championship game? Okay. I ain't gonna say we're gonna score that much this time. Y'all had 17. So this is my score prediction. Alabama, once again, gonna score more points on y'all than anybody have this season. And they gonna have more rushing yards than anybody else on y'all this season. Just like we did in the SEC championship game, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, Alabama, 34. Alabama 34. Georgia Bulldogs. I'm gonna give you 24. There it is. Alabama 34. Georgia Bulldogs 24. No, I ain't giving you 24. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 24. You scored 24 the last 2 times. I'm gonna give you 24 this time. Yeah. 34-24 Alabama. And you can take it to the bank. And the checks I write, they don't bounce. Roll Tide.